All right, so last section we took an introductory look at LD, and we saw an example LD round, and we talked a little bit about how LD works. And today we're going to go in that further, and in this video we're going to explore the resolution. So what does that mean? Well, for every debate there has to be something we're debating about, right? There has to be some kind of debate topic. And in LD debate, this topic is called the resolution. The resolution is the debate topic. And this is the topic we debate about all year. It stays the same throughout the whole season. Throughout the whole year, we're just debating this one thing, this one topic, this one resolution. So in previous years, resolutions have included things such as a debate between nationalism versus globalism, or national interest versus global interest. They've included national security versus the freedom of the press. We've debated national security versus the right to privacy. In 2018 to 2019, which is when I'm recording this video, the resolution is, I believe the wording is resolved, governments should value fair trade above free trade. So that's the topic we're debating about. We're debating whether governments should value a policy of fair trade or a policy of free trade. And we're going to look more at exactly what that means. If this is your resolution, you're going to examine your resolution closer later on in this course. So one thing to note here is if you look at all these resolutions, like resolved, fair trade ought to be valued above free trade, the resolution is not a question. It's not asking, should fair trade be valued above free trade? It's not a question. It's not a which is higher query. It's a statement. It's a statement that fair trade ought to be valued above free trade. So since it's a statement, you might be wondering, well, how does debate work then if it's just a statement? How do we debate this statement? Well, there are two sides in every LD debate because, after all, there has to be at least two sides in order for there to be a debate, right? So there's two sides. There's the affirmative side and there's the negative side. So what do you think the affirmative side does? Well, look closely at this word. What word does this look like? Well, it looks like the word affirm. In fact, the word affirm is in the beginning part of the word, okay? So the affirmative affirms the resolution. He agrees with this statement. So if the resolution is fair trade ought to be valued above free trade, he says, yes, I affirm that. Fair trade should be valued above free trade. Yes, that's affirmed, okay? What do you think the negative side of the resolution does? Well, the negative disagrees with this statement called the resolution. He negates it. Again, we can see that in the word. So he takes the resolution statement, fair trade ought to be valued above free trade. He says, no, I don't agree with this statement. I negate it. Fair trade is not higher. Free trade is higher than fair trade. So that's how these sides with affirmative and negative works. And that's sort of an introduction into the resolution. Now, in order to debate effectively during the year, you need to really understand the resolution and understand it really well and really explore it. Because if you don't have a firm grasp on what you're debating about, you won't be able to debate it very well. So on the course website, I've included one or two articles from this organization called Ethos Debate, and they have a blog, and they're great. And they've put out a couple articles analyzing this year's resolution. So you can read those to get more of a feel for the resolution and understand what exactly the resolution for your year means. And I update these links every year, so even if you're watching this and your current resolution is not fair trade above free trade and you're watching this in later years, I still have updated the link. The link is for your resolution. You can go ahead and read it and get to learn more about the resolution that you're going to be debating at a tournament over the next year. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to look at the format of an LD round and what goes on within that round.